What is up, guys? And in today's video we are going to be looking at taking all our subtools and preparing them for export into Substance Painter. So for this video I'm going to be showing you that if you have multiple subtools and you want to bring them into Substance, and the low poly mesh that we have, if it's like sharing one material and we want to texture all of that together, and this is the way that we do it. We kind of just take every single subtool and subdivide it into its maximum detail level that we had, and we delete the lower subdivision levels on each and every one of them. If there is a mesh that hasn't been subdivided, just make sure that you subdivide it so you have more detail. And after that, it's just it's just a matter of taking it into Substance Painter. But for the scarf, since we made a lot of changes, we are going to be doing the inverse for the scarf. Like, we're gonna duplicate that and keep the high detail copy here, take the smaller detailed one into Maya and bake the higher details onto that separately. For the rest of the clothing items, we are going to do that together. That's why I'm going to merge down on each and every subtool. Be sure to save your project before you start merging, because that's an undoable operation. I mean, if you're generating history, I think you can go back, but it is considered an undoable operation. So once we have all of the subtools merged down, what we're gonna do is we are gonna export that from zBrush as an OBJ and call that the high poly mesh. So continuing on, I am just going to one by one go into each and every subtool and do what I was telling you guys about. So now that we have this one big subtool that's all merged down, we're going to export that. Like I said in the beginning, just creating a copy for the scarf and exporting it as scarf, because we need to replace the current scarf that we have in Autodesk Maya. The one that we have isn't enough, so we are going to replace that. Okay, here you can see that we have all our low poly objects, and we are going to select all of them. Make sure they're similar or same amount as the subtools that we had merged down. We didn't include the scarf, but we included every other accessory and clothing item. I'm going to do the same for the low poly and export that as an FBX file. Call it dress low. or whatever you want to call it, like your low poly, just so you can remember the low poly object that you're bringing into Substance Painter. Right, so Substance is open and I'm just dragging and dropping, and for the maximum amount of detail I'm just increasing the document resolution size. These are some presets that are in there for things like Keyshot, Unity and stuff like that. So if you're focusing on something specific, you can use that. I'm just gonna leave it as it was. And here we have all our low poly objects, and now we are going to bake the high poly on top of our low poly. Make sure you use the same amount of resolution as you had the document resolution, so you don't have any jitters or anything like backface culling or anything of the sort happening, or any pixelation. Now this process is just gonna bake everything, and once that's done we can see that the details get transferred onto our low poly mesh. So just to show you guys, there's a mistake inside of the UVs. That's on the spikes of the shirt, because right now I just did a simple UV unwrap, and what that's going to do, it's going to cause some problems, but I'm going to show you how to fix them. Even if you've imported everything inside of Substance, you can change it. So long as it's the same file, you haven't shut it down yet, it's easy to change. I'm going to show you how to do that, but right now I'm going to show you how to work with folders. I find this easy because there are some sections you want to apply material to. So you create a folder and drop your material into that folder, and you just create a black mask and apply your selection to just that part. Right, so you can see here I have a lot of materials. You can find a lot of these from free sources all over the internet, and there's some people are selling all the time. So just gonna show you what happens when you drag and drop. It's gonna apply itself onto the whole mesh. Then you just create a black mask and go onto your mask, select where you want it to affect. And just like that, we have it only affecting our long skirt. Now just gonna scale up UVs a bit and make the color to be dark, because that's what the dress was. It was a darker shade of color. And I'm gonna do the same for all of our clothing items. It's just a repeat process from here, so stay tuned and keep watching, listening to some music. So here you can see that there's some stretching happening on the spikes. That's the mistake I was talking about, and we are going to fix that soon. I'm going to show you how to do that in the next video.